Good.
Good.
Cowabunga, buddy.
Cowabunga.
This looks like a fun table.
It is.
Yeah?
This is where the party's actually at.
Oh, this is the party?
This is the party table.
Awesome.
It's funny because, like you said, there is no mask yet. Yet.
Yeah.
Mask is coming.
Uh-oh. Here we go.
But it's not exactly the scariest name, you know? It's not like the Executioner. Michael Chiklis as the Executioner. It's like the Riddler. I'm going to ask you a question.
And I would love, no one would love a musical episode more than me. And here's a secret. She's not going to like that, I'm telling you this.
No one would enjoy it more than you?
No.
Okay, maybe Cory would
Because let me
enjoy
tell you,
it.
the two of us can like slam out a duet
karaoke.
at a karaoke.
And
Your character's is like wrestling with quite a few things this season, and I'm not talking about with his best friend Jerome. I'm talking about his feelings with Selena Kyle. So
Okay.
are we finally going to see some action between you two? So you're you're going to be the new badass this season. So
Badass.
you're the badass. I'm a little bit nervous being around you because you're so good. Oh my gosh. I don't know if Tabitha and Barbara are being labeled as the new Thelma and Louise.
Oh, they
Do you think we're going to that direction? Have you met any of the other franchise actors from the Batman movies, like Michelle Pfeiffer?
One that rhymes with Nalford.
So Batman is typically the main character.
yeah, you damn Skippy.
I do find smart people very scary, actually.
Well, you must be
Yeah.
terrified of me, darling.
I am. You give me a lot of PTSDs, just so you know.
Hey everyone, you're watching Geek Rock TV. Check out our exclusive interviews with our special guest stars chatting about their latest projects. So rock your inner geek with Geek Rock TV.
So when we join her in episode 16, she has sort of established herself as the head of the underworld. She calls herself Barbara Queen, which I love. And then from there, what happens is she finds out that she's not actually at the top of the underworld because there is the Court of Owls. And she's very annoyed about this, needs to find out who they are, so uses Nigma in order to do that, which obviously causes big problems with her and Tabitha because Nigma cut off Tabby's hand. And Barbara has promised she'll kill Nigma, but she keeps him on side to get what she needs. So that's where we are.
I'm a little bit nervous being around you because you're so good. Oh my gosh. I don't know if you've ever came across the American version of Thelma and Louise, but what do you guys feel about, people are labeling you and Tabitha as kind of like
a Thelma
and Louise kind of direction
right,
going.
yeah.
It's like
Let's
exciting.
Yeah, I mean, they're a great team. I think that they are very good for each other because, Barbara has this kind of grand plan and she's the schemer and she's got this sort of bigger view of where they're going, and Tabby has got this like steely kind of crazy what's the word, fighting ability, and she's very direct in what she wants and doesn't take no crap off nobody. So they're a really good double act and a great team, and I think it's interesting, and there's going to be a lot of development because of the whole Nigma problem in that. So we're going to see that partnership breaking down and then sort of how that leads to the final episode where there's going to be like a huge incident where then there's going to be another development for Barbara. I'm trying to say all this stuff without actually...
around you because you're so good. Oh my gosh. I don't know if you've ever came across the American version of Thelma and Louise, but what do you guys feel about, people are labeling you and Tabitha as kind of like
a Thelma
the
and
Thelma
Louise.
Louise kind of direction
Right,
going.
yeah,
It's
let's
like
get some
exciting.
headscarves. Yeah, I mean, they're a great team. I think that they are very good for each other because, Barbara has this kind of grand plan and she's the schemer and she's got this sort of bigger view of where they're going, and Tabby has got this like steely kind of crazy what's the word, fighting ability, and she's very direct in what she wants and doesn't take no crap off nobody. So they're a really good double act and a great team, and I think it's interesting, and there's going to be a lot of development because of the whole Enigma problem in that. So we're going to see that partnership breaking down and then sort of how that leads to the final episode where there's going to be like a huge incident where then there's going to be another development for Barbara. I'm trying to say all this stuff without actually giving anything away, which is hard.
Traditionally, Barbara is portrayed as a loving, doting wife. And you get this opportunity to change into this new, dark, powerful character who's essentially part of the best female rogues gallery in all of the comic book world. What is it like to be able to kind of take this character and make her completely your own as an actress and embody this completely new understanding about who Barbara Gordon is?
It's been really fantastic, actually, and that sort of made me feel a bit like, wow, I haven't ever thought of it in that grander way before, so thank you, that was really nice. So I guess I feel a lot of pressure now that you've said that. I mean, I think that it's completely testament to the writers. They've done this, they've developed her in this way. I think it could have been very easy for them just to kill her off after the first season, because the version that we had of her wasn't really fitting into Gotham because she couldn't get involved in it, because she was kind of this other sort of more pure thing that was away from everything else. So they sort of used the ogre, got her like right in the center of everything, and now I feel very privileged to be playing this kind of key character and to be able to portray, I guess, a very complicated woman, even though we obviously take it to an extreme with the comic book stuff. I think that it's vastly important that in TV and film we portray women just not as being like mothers or
nurturing
lovers or the two ways that we like to view women, where they can't be complicated or evil or horrible or vindictive, and then not be, I like that people can like that or see parts of themselves in that, or even though we are extreme with it, obviously, because she's killed people. I don't think that we should all go out and kill our parents, obviously. But I just think that it's a privilege to be able to play a woman who changes so much and has so many different sides. Okay. Yes, I mean, I definitely do when we do Comic-Cons and stuff, and I have people speak to me in those situations. I'm really happy to say that I think the world is changing in that way, and that I think that with recent developments in kind of gender roles and people not feeling like they have to be binary, and I feel like, bisexuality is something very normal for the human race. Like if you look back at Native American cultures, they had like 5 different, like they weren't men and women, they were like a range of like 5 different people who were like male and male, or male and female, or female and female. It was like with our like culture recently, we in the sort of last 100 years or whatever, we've gotten into this very, I think, unnecessary idea of women and men being these two separate things. And I think that bisexuality is just a normal part of life. Like, you love a man, you love a woman. Like, it changes. You just love a person. And so I'm happy to be able to contribute anything I can with our characters. I think it would be better if we delved into it more on the show. I think that we're a bit surface level with it, to be honest. That we probably owe it to sort of address it a bit more. But then at the same time, it's nice to portray something without having to delve deeper into it. You're just like, she's bisexual, guys, get over it. Like, I don't have to, we don't have to make it a big drama. It just happens to sometimes be with men and sometimes be with women, which is how we should all approach it. Just a normal fact, just a thing. Yeah. Exactly, because if you start questioning it, then you're questioning whether it's valid or okay. But if you just go, this is what it is, then it's like, great, move on.
Thanks so much for joining us here, guys, from Wondercon Anaheim or Anaheim Wondercon 2017. If you're new, be sure to like, follow, subscribe to view more videos like these. Rock your inner geek with Geek Rock TV. Bye, guys.